Mets win, baby, 7-3 over the Pittsburgh Pirates. Way better performance today than what we've seen the past few days from the Mets, actually coming through, getting some big hits in big spots. There were times where I was a little bit shaky though with things. You have Pete Alonso heading into what could have been a double play ball in a big spot. And speaking of Pete, I mean, there's a lot that went down with him in this one. There's a lot to talk about with this game. We're going to jump into it. Before we do, be sure to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans. We upload consistent Met content here, and turn on your notifications so you know when I upload next. But let's just start with this game right off the rip. Let's just start. So Jacob DeGrom on the mound, which huge because if you're looking for a sweep, yeah, he should be the guy that you go out there, that you have going out there on the bump, and then Oviedo on the other side of things. And he allows a leadoff double to O'Neal Cruz. So there was the crazy stat about how he never would let up a hit or a base runner within the first batter for the longest stretch of time. And now here we are, and it's been, what, twice in a row or two in the last 3 times, whatever it's been. O'Neal Cruz then with a double, and then just casually picks up 3 straight strikeouts. No big deal at all, right? But yeah, DeGrom absolutely delivering there. He got into a bit of trouble there, though, in the first inning. Not trouble, but just the pitch count, a lot of foul balls, a lot of just things not going his way. And it drove the pitch count up very early, which you got to give the Pirates credit there if you're going to give them credit for anything, because they are a bad baseball team. They are so awful, and it's laughable how bad they are. Brandon Nimmo with a single to lead off the bottom of the first. Nimmo batted twice in the inning. Lindor with a ground out, and he batted back-to-back, right? But no, Jeff McNeil then with an RBI single to make it 1-0. Nice and early in this one, so you're feeling good. Pete then hit by a pitch, and all of a sudden, he wasn't having it. He was not having it at all. Understandable. These Pirate pitchers are so awful. The fact that they could not throw a strike if their life depended on it, it's so bad and embarrassing. So I understand Pete starting to jaw at Oviedo. Bench is clear. Nothing came from it, but warnings issued. Imagine if someone else has hit on the Mets again today. But these Pirate pitchers could not find the strike zone at all. Vogelback then with a walk, and then Canna strikes out, and Escobar pops out. And that's where I was a little upset at first. A spot where you could use a timely hit, and there was nothing. DeGrom, though, on the top of the second, picks up 2 strikeouts, forces Greg Allen to pop out. Bottom of the second, the Mets add more runs, which, I was feeling great with how early they took a lead in this one. They load the bases early. Guillorme with a walk, Nito and Nimmo with back-to-back singles. Lindor then strikes out, and McNeil with a walk to make things 2-0. So Pirates walking guys in, and that was a 4-pitch walk. So nice to see. There are times where the Mets have just been benefiting off it. That's the reality. And then Pete, this is the double play ball that it could have been or should have been. Makes things 3-0, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Pete then steals a bag. Vogelback flies out, and that ends the inning. Mets up 3-0, but yeah, could have been a double play there. I wasn't liking a lot of the at-bats early in this game. I wasn't. DeGrom picks up 3 strikeouts. No big deal at all, right? And then Oviedo, how about him picking up 3 strikeouts in the 3rd inning? Yikes. 4th inning, DeGrom with a pair of strikeouts. Ground out for Rodolfo Castro. And the Mets, you thought they might have got something going in the bottom of the 4th. Nito with a flyout. Nimmo strikes out. And then Lindor with a single. McNeil with a walk. But Pete with an out there. So Mets couldn't generate some 2-out offense there, unfortunately. DeGrom cruises through the 5th inning, though. And absolutely great to see. And they got to the bullpen nice and early. Will Crow comes into this one, and the Mets can't do anything. Vogelback with a single, but the rest of the offense does nothing. And then the 6th inning, things got pretty bad, actually, for DeGrom. He allows back-to-back singles to Collins and delay, and then leaves one right down the middle for O'Neal Cruz to just absolutely just destroy it to center field, and it ties the game at 3. And I wasn't feeling good, if I'm being honest. I thought that this was going to be a game where it was going to get away from them. They weren't getting enough timely hits. DeGrom letting up 3 runs, too, which is rare for him, but still, I was worried. Lugo then comes in, hits the first batter, and I'm thinking, here we go. I was not feeling great. I thought that this was going to be a game they lost. Gets the last 3 outs, but so you're feeling good that, all right, you're still in the baseball game. Mets in the bottom of the sixth try that produce with 2 outs again, as Lindor and McNeil get back-to-back singles following the 2 outs, and Alonso then with a fly out. So yeah, not good there. Joely comes in though. How about Joely striking out the side? Where's this Joely been? And there's still more to talk about with him because we could skip the Mets at bats there. But top of the 8th, he picks up 2 strikeouts too. All right, Joely. Have yourself a game. That's what we want to see more of. Tomas Nido then with a single to lead things off. Terrence Gore comes in the pitch run. Little first to third action as the Pirates just can't play defense. Another ball thrown into the outfield on his initial stolen base attempt. Nimmo then with a single that makes it 4-3. Lindor strikes out. McNeil with a walk. Alonso with a walk. And Vogelback with a single to make things 6-3. Canna hits it to a fielder's choice, and then Escobar with a productive out makes things 7-3. So Mets get a comfortable lead, and Diaz was up, and he got to sit down. Trevor May comes in, and he allowed a double to Cabrian Hayes, but got that last strikeout. Pitched a pretty solid outing overall, and yeah, very happy with what I saw from the pitching side of things to a degree, which we'll talk about. But yeah, I mean, you gotta be happy when none of your pitchers walk a single batter in the day. I guess that's something you got to be happy. But 12 hits on the day makes me feel a lot better because we're seeing these wins lately where they're getting 5, they're getting 6, they're getting 4, they're getting 7, whatever it may be. I wanted to see them actually start hitting the baseball more. And what they showed me today is that they could hit the baseball. Granted, again, it's the Pirates. We got to slow our roll here and see what happens when they go into Milwaukee tomorrow. So that could be a completely different animal there. And you now have a chance to clinch a postseason berth tomorrow with a win. So will they feel some pressure? I don't know. In terms of the pitching, DeGrom went 5, allowing 4 hits, 3 earned runs, and struck out 13, no walks. See, it's so weird with DeGrom because you see the 13 strikeouts and you say, how could you not be happy? But I need more. I need more innings from him. I do. I need him to be able to go through 6, 7 innings here down the stretch. That's what I need my ace to do. Not go through 5 and then run out of gas. No, I need him to actually show more and go through more innings. And I don't know how he really could change that. But something's got to change there because we can't keep doing this thing where we have to go to the bullpen early when DeGrom's on the bump. Because when you're looking at DeGrom Day, you should be saying the bullpen should be able to sit back, pop their feet up, and just watch a good baseball game from the bullpen and not have to worry. But here we are instead. The bullpen's got to get ramped up by the 5th, 6th inning here. So 13 strikeouts, great. He had his stuff, but lost it in the 6th, and I needed him to give more, personally. But it's hard to say, again, when you have that many strikeouts. Lugo in an inning of work, got a strikeout, hit his first batter, but looked pretty good after that. Not a lot to say about Seth Lugo. I'm pretty happy with his performance. Joely, really great performance from him. That's a clap. That's a round of applause right there. 2 innings of work, 5 strikeouts for him, not allowing a hit, not allowing a walk. This is the Joely Rodriguez we need down the stretch, and very happy with what I saw from him today. And I was saying the other day, maybe Claudio should get more looks as the lefty out of the pen, but if Joely wants to do this, that would change things, wouldn't it? And then Trevor May in his inning of work allowed a hit, got a strikeout, shut the door, and yeah, Trevor May getting on track here. And again, it's been tough for him. It has been really tough for Trevor May, being all over the place with injuries, going on the illness list, if you will. But yeah, it's been tough. It's been tough for him, so nice to see him get into some game action. Brandon Nimmo going 3 for 5 on the day, striking out twice with an RBI. A lot better from Brandon Nimmo. Yeah, been needing this from the leadoff spot for a while with Nimmo. Was questioning if he should still be in the spot, and if he's going to hit like this, then great. But again, I need to see it consistently. I'm not going to overly celebrate and come out here with the pom-poms until I see this become a consistent thing from Nimmo. Lindor going 2 for 5. striking out twice. The only problem I had with Lindor is the fact that his 2 hits were not in big moments. They weren't in big spots. He had guys on base at times and he couldn't come through. It's the reality of it. So that's one thing that's a little bit upsetting about him, but it is what it is. McNeil was the best hitter of the day. Was questioning if he should be moved out of that 3 hole, but a lot better of a day today. Getting 2 hits, 3 walks, going 2 for 2. Very happy when I saw 2 RBIs for McNeil. Very great day for him. So can't complain there. Pete going 0 for 3. Not a good day for him. Got an RBI and a walk, so guess that's something, but I need more from Pete as well. I definitely need more from Pete. Vogelback going 2 for 4 on the day with a walk. Happy with what I saw from him. Again, he's starting to actually produce again, which is something that we need, because when the DH spot is actually producing, we saw the difference, like after the deadline when Naquin, Vogelback, and Ruff came in and they were actually producing. I shouldn't necessarily say Ruff with that one, but Naquin and Vogelback were producing when they first got here. We need more of that. Canna got a hit today, 1 for 5. I guess I'm happy about that, but again, he hasn't been producing that much lately, so I'm a little worried. Struck out twice. A little worried there. A little worried. Escobar going 0 for 5. Struck out twice. He's been hot as of lately. Not too concerned there. He's going to have a down game here and there, so hopefully this doesn't become a thing, though, where he's going to be consistently bad again, because that's the last thing this team needs. And then you have Guillorme, who went 0 for 4 and struck out twice. Would have liked a bit more from Guillorme. So, interesting there. And then Tomas Nido, please let him be the everyday catcher. 2 for 4 on the day. Yeah, he needs to be the everyday catcher. I don't understand why he's not already. And I think it's about time that it happens. If I don't know what more Tomas Nido needs to prove. To me, he's the everyday catcher, and it's clear as day, but Buck's still trotting McCann out there every once in a while, which, why? Don't know, but it needs to stop. It needs to stop. And then shout out to Terrence Gore, too, for some elite pinch running. Gotta love Terrence Gore's effort out there, but you go into Milwaukee with a chance to clinch the playoff berth. You got Mad Max on the bump coming back from the IL versus Corbin Burns. Won't be easy, especially if this offense doesn't get going, because, again, they played the Pirates. I need them to prove that they could hit against some competitive teams and competitive pitchers, and Corbin Burns is certainly a good test for them. Guy who's a Cy Young candidate. So, Mad Max, we'll see what he could do coming back from the IL. Is he going to give a shaky start? How many innings is he going to give you? So, interesting. A lot of questions going into tomorrow, but we'll have to wait and see. Again, do they have the pressure too? Because they could clinch a playoff berth tomorrow. There's a lot. There's a lot. And there's not a lot of good history when it comes to these Mets hitters against Corbin Burns. I will say that. Looking at the numbers here, Jeff McNeil with the only home run against Corbin Burns out of these Mets hitters. Actually, Vogelback has one too. But outside of that, I mean, not a lot of good. I mean, Lindor, really brutal against him. So that's going to be interesting to see. But hopefully the Mets can show that they could beat some good teams here, because this is a test. If you want to show me that you mean business and that you're actually heating up here, let's go. This is the time. And I want to see it. So we'll have to see if they could do it. I'm hoping they could. You'll get a Mets Talk episode either today or tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I'll definitely figure that one out, but you guys will get one, so be sure to check that out when it goes up. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, leave a like on it. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload next, and I will see you in the next one. Let's go, Mets.